Let's first not forget that this is where Agatha Christie got much of her inspiration for murder mysteries, and certainly everyone on the streets here is abuzz about what happened and what didn't happen. Talking off record here to officials, they seem to have much more that they could spill out, including the tapes themselves that would prove complicity of the Saudi agents. What they don't have, and I've really looked into this, is anything directly connecting it with the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Of course, in Saudi Arabia, he does seem to be the one who has the overall responsibility, so it's hard to believe he wouldn't know something like this. But when we talk to Turkish officials, I think there's a lot more they can say and a lot more they could put out that makes it even clearer what happened, but they don't have that crucial link, which points a little bit to what we've heard from President Trump that you just played.
Fred, we had Admiral Jim Stavridis on CNBC earlier, and he said he thinks this is really the first foreign policy crisis of the Trump administration. Do you agree?
It is interesting. For as much as we've been spun up about many aspects of the Trump administration, there hasn't been a 9/11, there hasn't been an Iraqi war. And so, yes, this could turn into that. But if you look back, we started this relationship with Franklin Delano Roosevelt on a ship in the Red Sea on a ship with the Saudi king in 1945. And ever since then, one has looked the other way at some of the more controversial aspects of Saudi Arabia because there was just so much at stake in the relationship. And my guess is that Secretary Pompeo is going to be coming out to Riyadh to find a way around this. I was really interested by the president's term rogue killers. That may be the escape hatch. That may be what the king and Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince, say, which is, look, we didn't like this guy. He was a critic of the regime. We thought that he was a real problem for us. But this is not our work. This is not what we wanted done. It seems to me, in talking to Turkish officials, that's probably the most likely outcome from the Saudi side. The only two other outcomes is a removal of Mohammed bin Salman, which I just can't imagine at this point, or the Saudis just kind of digging in and saying, you know, this wasn't our action at all because the facts are just too compelling.
Fred, let's explore that first other option you mentioned, the possible removal of MBS. I mean, clearly there have been criticisms of Saudi Arabia breaking human rights laws or breaking laws that might exist in Western democracies in the past, but they don't usually lead to this level of Western democratic allies coming together to criticize them. If Turkey does come out with more videos, as well as you suggest is possible, to sort of condemn Saudi's involvement, how will the king of Saudi Arabia not act more severely than you're suggesting at the moment?
Well, you're right. It's going to be very difficult for him to manage, but this is his 33-year-old son. It's very unusual that he would have elevated him to crown prince at all. And with the clear vision that he would become king. Now he's been pursuing a project of a more religiously moderate, socially open, and economically diverse Saudi Arabia. That's something that's definitely in the Western interest. But he's endangered that, as I wrote in the column for CNBC over the weekend. He's endangered that through his own rash actions. The real question is there some solution that gets this agenda back on track, leaves Mohammed bin Salman injured and harmed, but still in place, and lets you move on? That certainly must be what they're after. But boy, it's really hard to think about the path that gets you there. But it's also hard to think about a path that has bin Salman dumping his favorite son. So I think this is the highest stakes diplomatic mission, Secretary Pompeo, of the Trump administration, for sure.